Ha! Oh my God, this is again TYT. This is this came out 4 days ago. Political punt covering TYT. I just wanted to show y'all this totally unhinged. TYT goes unhinged. What Kamala Harris made a statement. I told you so. And they totally unhinged. I mean, it's crazy. It's just showing their racism. I mean, he's right. These political punks calling them out, saying that they're racist, anti-black racist on the left. And these guys, I think they are. I mean, although this is triggered, some people on the left will get triggered by this. I mean, so what? She says that. I don't care. People get their feelings hurt, I guess. This is like pearl clutching. Even the Vanguard, they're kind of triggered by this. I mean, they're kind of they talked about pearl clutching. They accused TYT of doing this, but this is just when she gets totally triggered. Anything a black person does, she really gets triggered. I don't know, but even the Vanguard, they might have disagreements, but they don't get, like some other like the white folks won't get triggered by this, by Kamala Harris. Like only one that does that is a right winger will get triggered by this. I mean, or a MAGA person. Anna's like more like a MAGA person. Like a MAGA person will get triggered. You're all gonna see this.
Need to form between Kamala Harris and her 2024 presidential running mate, Tim Walz, with the latter taking issue with something Harris said in public recently. Now, last week, Kamala Harris made her first public appearance in months, speaking at the Leading Women Defined Summit in California. This happened last Thursday. And she used this as an opportunity to look at American voters and say the following.
We are seeing organizations stay quiet. We are seeing those who are capitulating to clearly unconstitutional threats. And these are the things that we are witnessing each day in these last few months in our country. And it understandably creates a great sense of fear. Because, there were many things that we knew would happen. Many things. I'm not here, Satchel, so.
I'm just going to go to you because, no, I'm going to say it.
Dude, she hates black women. Dude, they hate.
They cut off the part. They're so cowards. Cut off the part. Oh, he cut it off. I think they did. I don't know if he cut it. Actually, maybe they did. I think he got it from their video. I think they cut off that part where she laughs. But let's see. I want to continue.
They hate the black woman. I mean, we know they hate the Democrats, but dude, they fucking hate the black woman. Look at them. Look at them. Say the N-word, guys. Come on. You used to say the N-word. Say it again. Come on. You can get away with it now.
Haha. I guess it's okay for them to hate the Democrats. I mean, even though they shill for the Democrats, maybe they still are shilling. Maybe they're more for the MAGA now. I mean, if you're a Democrat, you're progressive, and you support the Democrats, and TYT is against the Democrats. They probably shilling for MAGA. Right now. they're trying to still see that they're progressives, but they're not really. I mean, well, agreed. I'll disagree if they're just not. Either they're post-duopoly. They're not going for anybody, but they're going for the Democrats. I mean, what they're pretending to be for the Democrats, and yet they're shitting on them a lot more than the MAGA. But now it looks like to me they're for the MAGA. Maybe it'll come out one day. They'll finally say, "Oh, we're gonna take the mask off, and that we really are Republicans. We're MAGA people. We're not left. We're just centrists, totally."
Come on, Anna. Come on, Jank. You can get away with it. You should let it rip, right? I think they should let it rip.
You are a crappy candidate. And you were part of a group of people who provided cover for a man who was falling apart mentally speaking, but decided to run anyway. Decided to stay in the race for a month after that disastrous debate against Donald Trump. And then when Biden, the most unpopular sitting president, called you up before the debate and told you, "Remember, kiddo, no daylight between us. Do not differentiate yourself from me."
See, it's weird. I'm sorry, I'm gonna pause because it's just the same hit piece shit we've seen from her. But you know what's crazy is how all of this is unforgivable, right? Her being in the unenviable position of having to cover for Joe Biden because he decided to stay in, and then her not wanting to throw him under the bus for whatever reason. She just didn't want to throw him under the bus. Maybe loyalty is important to her.
Well, she probably should have. She probably should have thrown him under the bus. But he's gonna explain why. He makes a good point here.
Maybe she and Joe have a relationship we don't know about. I don't know. Maybe she felt the pressure as a black woman that if she did that, she would alienate a whole bunch of his voters. We don't really know.
Yep. Maybe. That's a good point. Maybe it's a little bit weak, but that's a good point. Maybe some of the white suburbanites who still like Biden, I think it would alienate those voters. And even some black voters who still who still like Biden. I mean, believe it or not, there are a lot of older white voters who still love Biden. And Kamala Harris, she's black, but she's not really black. According to them, she's not a FBA, Black American, foundational Black American. So she's not really Black American. That's what they say, right? So there you go.
But the crazy thing is how those items are unforgivable to this fucking bitch. But like Donald Trump is like sending, innocent people to El Salvadorian prisons. He took away her right to her uterus. He's fucking gutted civil rights and openly talks about like wanting to harm transgender people. Donald Trump wants to go to war. They're jacking up the military budget. He's done nothing but lie, dismantle the government, gut shit, destroy our fucking soft power all over the world. All of that shit is like not as unforgivable as these tiny things about Kamala Harris.
You listened.
Hi-ho, Ontario. DraftKings has everything you've been hunting for in...
So to sit there, stand there, and give a speech about, "Oh, I told you so, I told you so." These are the worst people, man. They really are, okay? No, we all knew what Donald Trump was. We all knew. And
we all knew what Donald Trump was? We all know what he is now, and you're went the other way. You guys are just shooting for Trump. And you all knew when you were saying washing, he wasn't that bad, and the Democrats are just hyper was overestimating they're exaggerating what Trump could be. That's according to Anna. Oh, they just doing they're making him Trump bad. Too much Trump bad. Too much Trump bad. Too much. Oh, Trump was bad, I guess. And you see what they get now. And you were wrong. And he's gonna mention Project 2025. And she knew about it, and she just lied to the audience. He's gonna mention that here. Political punk is gonna mention that also. She's full of crap. She just she gets triggered by I guess she does a hit piece on even there's another did a hit piece on Barack Obama and Kamala Harris. And they're so they kind of drained unhinged like they have Kamala Harris rent free in their minds, or any black politician rent free in their minds. It's totally unhinged. I mean, and reactionary. It's right wing reactionary. These guys are. I mean, nothing. Right now is and that's in the past too. Something that happens. That's in the so what? I guess she's going around. But to make us whole segment in the bonus episode, you notice that? It's in the bonus episode, so they won't get hammered by people in the comments. She's under a paywall. Oh. He has see, this guy must be, I don't know, I guess he's a subscriber or something. Political punk. This is under a paywall. Or somebody sent him the video. The clip. But it's so unhinged. Her reaction to this. I mean, it's the same reaction with Karen Bass. I mean, any black politicians, he knows that she has the same reaction. I think he's right. It's more like some kind of bigoted attitude. Maybe it's a racism. I don't know. Could be. But let's go on.
And for all the Democratic ass kissers out there who provided cover for the bad behavior of that administration, they directed their ire toward people like us who kept warning the Democrats, you're going to lose to Trump. You're going to lose to Trump. You're pushing unpopular policies. You're gaslighting Americans on the issue of immigration. If you do that
gaslighting policies. It was garbage. Immigration is a garbage. There was no it's garbage. There was no so-called crisis as you made it to be. I think in media, and they left like the mainstream media bought into this. You know that's and the right-wing narrative, Trump's narrative of criminals coming over the border, and yeah, they bought into this garbage. And some of the left has, so-called left, TYT, the liberals have, and the American people. He said the gaslight immigration, and she has Biden. She has the same immigration policy as Trump. I mean, you look at it. She advocated for the same policy. I mean, the other bill is almost the same, but okay, not like this. But I'm saying they had a strong immigration. The campaign on a strong immigration, strong borders. I mean, so they have a right-wing immigration policy, just the same as Trump. And the immigration the crossing has gone down. From 2024, last year, it's been going down. And now, they put enough people. The Trump. Well, now they're going to stop the deportations for certain industries now, like the farm workers. They're going to stop the deportation of illegals there, or undocumented, I should say. But Trump, I mean, they can't deport enough people. Like Biden deported more people than Trump right now. I mean, the problem is what they're doing to they're deporting the people, and they're putting them in the detention centers. That's a problem. That's a big thing right now. And into these in Guantanamo Bay, in the El Salvador prison, putting innocent people, they're not in these prisons. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's how they're deporting them is the problem. But it's not. It wasn't real. It's a manufactured problem to me. It was a problem, but crisis. It's not a problem. I mean, it was a problem, but it wasn't a crisis. It's garbage. They bought into it. The whole media bought into it. But some leftists, they didn't buy into it. And the far left, they didn't buy into this. The liberals, the centrists, people like TYT, they buy into this shit. And is that a grift? Maybe they didn't buy into it. I don't know. It was always a thing with them. It was just a grift. The so-called just garbage. Anyways, garbage. Garbage channel.
Creates an opening for someone like Donald Trump to come in and do what he's doing in regard to mass deportations, do what he's doing in regard to literally deporting people before they even have a single day in front of a judge to adjudicate whether or not they're undocumented, to adjudicate whether or not they're actually gang members.
Yeah, see, this is rich, though, because Anna, this bitch, said Project 2025 didn't exist.
Yep.
This bitch said Project 2025.
Exactly. You're just a liar. The grifter. Look at her face. She's a wicked. This woman's a wicked, folks.
Wasn't gonna happen.
She looks like a demon.
And she's like blaming Kamala now. All Kamala, but like, you, Anna. You fucking lied.
This face. This look like she's like, unhinged. Totally. She's totally unhinged. Oh my God. Look at her face. Not to be a misogynist, but I'm just saying she looks totally unhinged, like demonic. Is she demonic or something like really triggered her? Some kind of, I don't know, some kind of demon, like, this triggered, like manifested. It looked like some kind of manifestation. What's going on with this palm?
You lied or you're fucking dumb as shit, Anna. Pick one. Okay, which one are you? Did you lie because you were taking right-wing money from Polymarket, so you had to lie? Or are you dumb as fucking shit? All right, because at the end of the day, dude, we knew the danger of Donald Trump. And dude, I voted for Kamala Harris. She could win. All we had to do was vote, not Donald Trump. Was she perfect? No. Did she make a lot of mistakes? Absolutely. Absolutely. I saw her make some critical mistakes, but I voted for her anyway because she was better than Trump. And you for purity testing Kamala Harris when we knew what the alternative was. So we should have just caved. We should have voted for Kamala and spent 4 years protesting her, 4 years fighting against her, 4 years fucking holding her accountable. We could have done that, but you, Anna, you fucking sniveling, lying bitch.
Yep.
Okay, you covered Trump's ass. You and Cenk both did. And now you want to blame her? Nah, we're holding you responsible, mother.
Yeah. So for by the way, all the left-wing media folks who directed their ire toward me. And they're like, oh, you see that? Anna's getting what she wants. No, I'm not getting what I wanted. I wanted Democrats to stop gaslighting American citizens and acknowledge what was going on in the country and provide their solutions for it.
So the thing about this, guys, is like...
I think you're gaslighting the left. How about that? I think you guys are just gaslighting the left. I mean, you're gaslighting Americans, so-called progressives. You're gaslighting Americans too. That's what you're doing now. You're gaslighting people on the left, and you're closing up to the MAGA, and you're gaslighting the left. If you don't agree with your damn stupidness with or being what do you call cooperation with the MAGA. If you don't cooperate with them, then if you don't cooperate with the MAGA, then you just gaslight them. Oh, you're wrong. You're totally unhinged. Totally you're wrong. You're a terrible person if you don't cozy up to the MAGA people. Then you're disgusting. He's disgusting.
There's no question anybody could have beaten Trump. It didn't matter. You literally vote for whoever is not Trump. It's real fucking easy. We knew how bad Trump was. So the mission was just voting for the one candidate that was going to get the votes. Whoever the Dem nominee was, didn't matter if they were corporate, didn't matter if they were liars, didn't matter if they weren't the fucking perfect person, because they would have prevented the bleeding that was going to happen from Trump. They would have prevented that. And most certainly we could have held them to account in a far more comfortable environment. So it was real easy, okay? We as a country just wouldn't vote for a black woman, all right? Let's own up to it, okay? Was Kamala perfect? No. My God, she wasn't perfect, and she made a bunch of mistakes, but she was better than Trump. Trump was far worse, far more mental, far more outrageous, far more unconstitutional, far more dictatorial. He didn't fucking do well in the debate. He lied and cheated and stole and was a rapist and a fucking criminal. And we still were like, I don't know if this woman running against him has really quite proven herself. Like that, dude, that's on us. And it's especially on these fuckers because we know the reason why these guys did it is because they were taking money from Trump's VP's little sugar daddy. And don't ever let yourself believe anything but that. During an election year, the supposedly progressive network took money from the other side. They took money from the other side. And surprise, surprise, look at what they're doing. They are still, like, now anti-Democrat. And they're going to try and sink 2026. And they're going to try and sink 2028. You will never see these guys support a Democratic candidate again. I guarantee you won't.
Yeah.
And yeah, Dem voters were like, for whatever reason, I'm willing to let the country burn because I'm somehow not getting what I want. And this is bullshit. Okay? This is bullshit.
Too much to ask for.
Too much to ask for. Anna's the problem. Oh, big, strong, big, bad Anna.
Anna is the problem.
It's about Anna.
And so
It's about me, your grievances. Look at her face. This is a wicked woman. It's about me. Personal grief. See? Oh, it's about Anna. The personal grievances. This isn't about me. It's not about your audience. It's about you.
Cenk! Don't underestimate Cenk is a problem
All of
too.
her power. She's the one who swung the election, right? I can't stand these people. They're the worst. They're the worst.
You're the worst.
Okay.
Oh, you're the
Career
worst.
protein is my secret weapon.
You're just
30 grams of
you're
protein
just
and 1
in this
gram of
bullshit
sugar, and it
acting.
tastes just like a chocolate.
This fake,
let
all
me-
this fake outrage. Also, these just grifters.
Dude, she's so phony with
Yeah.
her little paper throw. Like, dude, who are they auditioning for? Like, which right-wing billionaire is going to be their next sugar daddy? That's what I want to know.
I'm going to start with a small thing and then get bigger. So first, I also can't stand her dramatic pauses that never lead to anything. Like, you're supposed to do the pause, if you're really going to deliver a point. Like,
I can't stand them.
every politician is taught this. She's so bad at it. They're always anticlimactic. Okay, that's minor. Now you get to the laugh, right? So guys, if anyone can say "told you so," I would argue that it's us. And
Look at that. What are they attacking? They're attacking her laugh. They're attacking her pauses. Dude, denying people constitutional rights, defying the Constitution, breaking the law, raping. But no, let's talk about Kamala's pauses. Let's talk about her laugh. Oh yeah, her laugh. Like, dude, we need to burn the country down because her laugh is
I would
bad.
say even, you see me laughing. No, you know why? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who was right in terms of the consequences and the damage. It matters for the next election. Do not ever listen to these liars. Look at how cavalier she is.
See, look at him though, right? You see what he's doing there? He's trying to damage the Democratic Party. All of them. Don't trust anyone in the Democratic Party. No, but who? Right?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm not a Well, I rather the Democrats, but I'm not really. Kind of not. I'm not a Democrat. So it's interesting what he's saying. But they're rather the Democrats than the Republicans. But I think there should be a third party. Like right now, there should be a big movement for a third party. I mean, there should be a push now. Right now, you should see Jill Stein. So where's Jill Stein? Somebody mentioned that in the Karen Hunter show. I mentioned. She was saying, "Where's Jill Stein?" I mean, right now there should be a push. They should be active. The Green Party. I mean, I'm sure they have candidates in the midterms, but right now they should be active. So I'm advocating for. So I'm not really the Democrats, but he's worried about the Democrats, and he thinks they're trying to sabotage the Democrats. Interesting.
They've even thrown AOC under the bus. The other day they were attacking Bernie. Who's left for these guys other than fucking Cenk Uygur, who it couldn't fucking move the needle if the needle fucking fell on his ass?
That laugh is unbearable. I mean, uproarious laughter. The whole country.
Dude, the laugh is his problem.
It's a disaster now. But my career was slightly better off now because I seemed like I was more right than Trump.
Totally unhinged. To what if she says that? Oh my God, it's crazy. I mean, make a whole episode on just dunking on Kamala Harris. I mean, you could do that, I guess. Cause what's her name does that? Sabby Saps does that. I mean, but she does it on at least certain acts she done, and it's about Israel and Palestine. I see why she does it. I mean, she made a comment. And so what? And you're gonna dunk on her for that? I mean, if she mentioned any policy thing, I mean, what she's gonna do, or what the Democrats what's their plan? But the thing is, they didn't really focus on that. In the speech, I guess they're saying stuff. All the things that it was. The big thing was the laugh. What she said at the end. That's the biggest thing they're saying. They get triggered by that. I mean, not by the policies. You know, other shows they might get triggered, other white liberals, but they probably go to more. They will forget that. They analyze it differently on other parts. Even the Vanguard. They said she's out of touch. And she's elitist. It's kind of elitist what she did. Like she's going around elitist. But they're saying they're criticizing her on what she said at the end, not because of what she's really doing in the speeches. For the most part, I mean, she really gets triggered by that. and she laughed. I think they really gets triggered by, like, they're making fun of her, fun of the. I think they're making fun of the white people, and that here's a black woman making fun of white people. A big black, the big bad white woman is making fun of the your pain. White people, poor working class whites' pain. That's what it looks like to me. It's kind of a racism, anti-black racism. I don't know, folks. It looks like these people out on there, it looks like they're. He has a point. He calls them the racists. Maybe they are racist. I don't know, folks. It looks like there's evidence up there, anti-black racism there, or something.
That's not funny, man. It's not funny. So real people are hurt, and it's so obvious that all the elites in the Democratic Party couldn't care less. The only thing they're obsessed with, just like Trump.
Real people are hurt. Do you really care? Real people are hurt. You not do nothing about it. You just sucking up to the MAGA. Screw you, buddy. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna stop Trump, or do something? What are you doing? Ha! This guy is such a.
Is there
You're such crap. You guys are crap. Piece of PO. Your POS. You guys are. Just sucking up to the MAGA. Not even the people. They're the MAGA, extreme MAGA, white supremacists. That's your strategy, right, Jenk? You're terrible. This guy's terrible, folks. You said they want to go to the middle centrists, the moderates. You're not going to the moderates. You're sucking up to the MAGA. That's the thing. Even to the so-called liberals, like not the left, the liberals, centrist liberals. You're not even going there. You're going sucking up to the MAGA, the extreme MAGA, the cultists, and so I don't think you really care about the working class.
Own ego, their own careers, and their own.
Just like Trump.
You're shooting for the Democrats. Oh, you guys paid for the Democrats. Joe Biden you're giving them, donating money to the Democrats. 2020. I just remember that majority report, the emails list. Ha! I just remember that. So you're full of crap. The Democrats are bad. You love the Democrats. You shoot for the Democrats. But maybe not now. You might do it for the Republicans. The way this is going. You should tell your audience. You have Democrats in your audience. You should tell them that who you guys really are. You just turn into MAGA, or turn into Republicans, or MAGA Republicans. Slowly but surely.
It's real popular, right? Kick the black woman while she's down is a whole way for white political people to make money, right?
Yeah.
Blame it on the black woman. It's like, dude, you can go talk to black women. They've experienced what's going on right now in American politics. They get it all the time. Dude, blame it on the black woman is like a practical science of, white political existence.
Benefit, and they disgust me.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't be laughing. You lost to that guy.
So that.
What are you laughing about? I mean, it's just. By the way.
Yeah, dude, Karen Bass is gonna get this same treatment. Trust me, Karen Bass, she's gonna get gutted for white political futures. Look what they did with her and being in Ghana on a trip that was paid for by Joe Biden as one of his presidential delegates, and these guys lied about it and said that she was out there spending taxpayer money, and they're gonna do the
She's
same
on a vacation. She's full of crap.
shit to try and get a white man advanced in politics in LA, they're going to blame it on the black woman. You watch.
She's garbage as a candidate. She's not a leader, and she deserved to lose.
And by the way,
Just-
look, when she came out, picked him.
She's a bad. Because she wasn't a good candidate. She wasn't terrible. And she only lost by 1.4% of the vote. And this was a close election. So what are you talking about? I mean, they didn't get clobbered. I mean, she's full of crap. I mean, she did better than Jink in his elections. Oh, he's so phony, below. They're terrible. You guys are terrible. I mean, she did okay. She won more votes than Biden in the swing states. Even more votes than Hillary Clinton. I think she did. I should look that up. But anyways, I'm sure she won more votes in the swing states than Biden. I mean, and then she lost the popular vote by 1.4%. So she wasn't that bad a candidate. Yeah, she should have beat Trump, but maybe she had more time. She only had if she had a full campaign, maybe she would have beat him. I mean, except for 100 days. I mean, if he had dropped out earlier, maybe. I mean, so she wasn't that bad a candidate. Did you think? If she wasn't perfect, she wasn't great, she was okay candidate.
Walls talk about price gouging and so she was.
Dude, this is a fucking hit piece, bro. Jesus, this is fucking brutal.
So Tim Walz came out and responded to what he saw in that speech with Kamala Harris. And I want to go to that video. Let's take a look.
Who says interest is just for savings accounts? Sign up to EQ Bank for the best features of checking and high interest.
What does "I told you so" really mean here? I mean, people heard her message. They did not vote for her. She lost every battleground state. You yourself have criticized the Harris-Walz campaign for being...
Dude, she got more votes than Hillary Clinton did, guys. Let's at least acknowledge that.
So I was right. Hillary Clinton. I trust this guy's research. She got more votes than Hillary Clinton.
So, number one is Joe Biden, okay, 81.2. Number two is Donald Trump. Number three is Kamala Harris.
Oh.
Goddamn, bro. She got more votes than any Democratic nominee in history and more votes than Trump did in 2020 and 2016. Kamala Harris did. And she did that only second to Joe Biden and Trump this time. So, like, bro, they're not giving her any credit for her performance. No credit.
I mean, how many election cycles have they made that abundantly clear? They loathe their own voters. So they hire these, like, pubescent, like, influencers on TikTok to pretend as if the Democrats are perfect and they're totally kicking ass when they're not. They didn't.
Dude, the Republicans hire all of their influencers.
Offer anything in the last election. They gaslit Americans who are concerned about very serious issues within the country. And when you do that, you create a...
So my thing here is besides this being fucking fake and fucking annoying, what's the goal with this fucking hit piece?
In which Republicans come in, Donald Trump comes in, and he's like, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. So, look, guys, unfortunately, it's pathetic that there isn't a single person in the Democratic Party who's come up with a strategy. I mean, that's the former VP candidate telling you there's no one with a strategy. So there's going to be one soon. In a couple of weeks, I'm going to announce something. And then when...
No, they have a strategy. The strategy is to go more to the center or right. I think they have a strategy. I don't know if you've been listening to the Dems. He put so-called. I mean, various Look at the response to the State of the Union is going to the more of the centrist view, going more to the right. Despite Bernie Sanders going on doing these not protests, but these like it's not well, they're like almost like town halls with like demonstrations actually or protests kind of against the oligarch and him and AOC. But yeah. But in terms of Democrats, they have their strategies to go to more to the center. Because I've seen some clips of them. I mean, I think they had a conference. They had a thing, the DNC. That was their conference. They're not gonna go. They're gonna do more, less of the woke, less culture wars, and more to the center, more to the right actually. So they're gonna put minorities under the bus. Oh yeah, black people under the bus. Cause they had it was a convention or a meeting. See, I remember it happened. They showed it too, the news media. It was on when it was in February they had it. Kind of a DNC meeting. They chose a new DNC chair. That's why I think that's what it was. When they had a meeting, that's the goal, and the party was gonna go to more so-called populists, or they're not really populists. They're going more to the center, to the right, and they're gonna do more less culture wars or less woke. Throw minorities under the bus. I guess they're gonna throw the trans people under the bus. Oh yeah.
When I do,
Of course! In a couple weeks, Jink is gonna announce something. Yeah, you know what, Jink? When you announce something, we're gonna fucking bury whatever you announce, you fucking loser. Dude, I want to debate this guy so bad. I bet he won't. I want to debate him so bad. Put me on a fucking call with this fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
plan to take back the Democratic Party and win the White House. You know what everybody's going to say? How dare you? Who do you think
Yeah,
you are?
no, you know what we're gonna say? We're
You're full
gonna
of
laugh
shit.
in your face,
You're
bro.
full of crap. You don't do that. You never do that. You're just a grifter.
Oh, we're gonna say, hey, little man, why don't you go back to the minor leagues, bro? Why don't you go back to the Poly Market board of directors and get some more of that fucking right-wing daddy pimp money?
Yo.
Right? You little bitch! Like, come on, bro. You got like 6%.
Yeah, he's a bitch. She called him a bitch. Oh, what's her name? Francesca Florentini. He's a bitch. It's a garbage. Just a phony. He's gonna take over them. If I was supposed to do it the last time. I mean, your AOC, Justice Democrats. Oh. This is so crazy. I'm looking at this garbage. Jing Yule battles over Minecraft's children jockey. Oh, this is another. Oh, the culture wars they're doing. Oh, they're against culture wars. It's always maybe too liberal or too woke. Oh, that's crazy, folks. These guys are garbage. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna.
Percent of the vote when you ran for Congress, buddy. You don't know how.
I'm gonna end. Okay, folks, that's it. I'm gonna end this, folks. These guys are crazy, and this guy destroys them. Political punk. I agree with him. He destroys them every time. I like that. This guy totally destroys them. Destroy their narrative. They're garbage. Exposing them again. Anti-black racist, maybe TYT. I don't know. Probably. I'm out, folks.